All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for coming. I figure out there's like a imbalance on like everybody's sitting on that side of the room. I'm not sure why, but there are more tables here, but it's good that everybody wants to be together. So, welcome to the 21st Annual ICA Mobile Pre-Conference. I'm Adriana de Souza Silva. I'm the ICA Mobile Vice Chair, and I chair of this conference. I just wanted to run through some really quick points before we start with our first keynote. So first of all, I wanted to thank the organizing committee that helped me kind of plan this conference. Scott Campbell, Scott is kind of arriving. He told me his flight is a little late, but he's arriving. Reagan, who unfortunately could not be here. Morgan, where's Morgan? There, over there. Leah, and Marique, who is also not here because she's in the board meeting, but she will come later. Also, I wanted to really thank our local liaisons, Lynn Clark, who's going to be our last keynote, and Erica Paulson. Erica was really instrumental in helping me organize everything, and from the room to catering and our reception that we're going to have later at night. Also, I wanted to thank our reviewers, Jeff Bowles and Scott, who's not here, Reagan, Gerard, where's Gerard? Yeah, here, Justin, Grantinetti, Larissa, who also could not come. Catherine, is Catherine here? No, yeah, Rich Link, Morgan again, Leah, Marique, Laura, over there, and Andrew, who's on the table. This year, we actually changed the format of the pre-conference, so it's kind of a trial, and that's why we received many more submissions than we had before, because we were doing the short panel, short abstract sessions. So that's why I needed to ask for extra help in kind of selecting the papers that are going to be presented here today. And finally, I wanted to thank our sponsors who kind of helped us, with our reception and catering throughout the event. Ohio State, Oregon State University, Cal State San Marcos, the Department of Media Studies at University of Denver, and Northeastern University, and our Center for Transformative Media, which is my research center, and I wanted to kind of promote it a little bit. That's why I'm giving you the pants from the center. So as I said, this year we used to have like mostly workshops, but we decided to try out a new format that we're gonna have keynote, workshop, panel. And then workshop, panel, keynote. And we hope that the panels are also gonna be kind of like the workshops, that they're gonna be more like work in progress, so we can discuss and get feedback on their work. And of course, we're going to have breaks, so like lots of breaks, so we can, talk to each other along the day. And at the end, we're going to have a reception at the Banfi Wine Cellar. Thanks, Erica, for.
You can actually see it right out the window.
Where?
Center.
Over there?
Yeah, that direction.
Okay, so it's really close. We can just walk there. And I just wanted, before I go into here, some logistics, restrooms are over there, and Erica told me there's like a wine, not wine, wine is later, water bottle filler, internet, there's a guest network, and if you have Eduron, you can also connect to Eduron. Back there, so first, before I go to the back there, I wanted to talk that Scott Campbell is going to be the new vice chair. We're going to be announcing that during the business meeting, but if you're not there, so I'm going to become chair of the division. We're going to say goodbye to Marique, and Scott's going to be organizing the next conference, pre-conference, that's going to be in South Africa next year. Also, during this past year, me and Reagan, we've been working on, one of the things that I really wanted to kind of preserve is the history of the mobile communication as a field. So Reagan and I have been working on a series of oral history of mobile communication, and we just started interviewing scholars who kind of shaped the field. We had so far 3 prepared interviews, and we're going to be, interviewing many more in the next semester. But I just wanted to show you a really kind of small glimpse of the project we are doing, and we have this little trailer that's just 2 minutes. And sorry, I'm in the video because I was a test trial, episode 0, so we're seeing like if that works, but at first, when I started studying mobile communication, there was no such a thing as mobile communication.
In 1997, one of the first things which really was surprising and also even annoying was seeing everybody bringing a little pager. Koreans called it PP, mimicking the sound of the little device.
With feature phones. I mean, back in 2004 or 5, we didn't talk about smartphone. That was Nokia feature phones we were working with.
This idea of getting outside of our physical space to go to another space doesn't exist anymore because the internet's out in the world with us.
And at some point, we were behaving as if this is going to stay with us forever. But actually, a surprising thing is, in a very short time, that was quickly replaced by the early forms of mobile phones.
And then, of course, media innovation happened and media evolution happened, and the smartphone came up, and that really changed the whole thing.
We are actually embedding digital information, especially with location-based services, in physical spaces.
I was kind of thinking, this is going to be a revolution in, changing the mode of life, social obligations, the way how people are getting in touch each other.
Users tend to use and integrate new innovations in their lives in a way that is not necessarily in the way that those who created this innovation meant it to be.
One of the things that I think is very interesting is that there were multiple sets of scholars working on similar topics, but from different areas.
For sure, I'm the first one who wrote a social scientific research paper in mobile communication in Korea.
There were a few references that guided my research. First was James Katz and Mark Ackler's book, Perpetual Contact, which became a classic. They organized one of the first mobile communication conference at Rutgers in 2002.
I wrote myself to the very first, as I remember, international workshop on mobile communication initiated by James Katz.
The institutionalization of mobile communication didn't really go on the traditional path. It really became a subfield in media and communication studies.
Mobile communication is no longer about cell phones. There are many other technologies that do that. You have the watches, you have the iPads or tablets, and
Because mobile communication really reached to the peak of technology. But then it's creating both crisis and then opportunity together.
I think that the strong tie to the device will loosen the shift from the device-centered method appeared more like analyzing mobile media ecologies that revolve around the person and not just one device.
all right. So yeah, I just wanted to show that because we will be expanding this project. And I hope that, we're going to be reaching out to many of you that are here because you're part of this history as well. All right, so I already talked about the Wi-Fi, the restaurants, and also wanted to say that first time we're doing like a book table. It's on the back with some of the books on mobile communication that have been published during this past academic year. So please, during the break, stop by the book and talk with the authors, that many of them are in this room as well.